welcome back finally to an all new episode of R&D Garage. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, liking, and commenting on my videos. And of course, everybody who's been there since the beginning. Mwah! Thank you, thank you, thank you. So March has been a little bit hectic. We weren't expecting half the things we got invited to and where we've been and what we've been up to, but I've been trying to at least post a few shorts per week, so at least you can get a little bit of that car goodness that I've captured over the years so that you can see too. Okay, today we are working back on Blackberry. So we figured we replaced all the speakers in her because the passenger side one was dead, and we were going to make a video, but honestly, it was a little bit boring. We worked on it all day yesterday, and we were just like, let's just get it done. But luckily for you guys, the passenger side window is still a little foobar. So that's what we're working on today. We're pretty sure it's either off its track. I don't think it needs a new window regulator, so to speak, but we're going to check it out and see what's up. So come along for the ride. Okay, so step number one is taking off the door panel. This is approximately 3 screws, a clip, and a bunch of panel clips. So let's get to it. Okay guys, so hopefully with the snoring in the background, we are not boring you as much as apparently we're boring Polly. Guy was up early, went to a Cars and Coffee. Okay, so first step on getting the door panel off. There are 2 decorative covers, one right here, one right here, and beneath those are 2 Phillips screws, which we're also going to take out. But this is still connected to the door panel, so don't really expect that you're going to be yanking the whole thing off all at once right with this. So, okay. And of course, be very careful. You don't want to scratch the interior. There we go. And so this comes out, pops out just like that. And let's do the other one. And so even though the first one was on the bottom to take it off, this next one is going to be from the top, and that pops out as well. Okay, now for the 2 little screws, which are super hard to see. I'm going to need a light. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, they're way down deep in there. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So with these, you're going to have to press really hard because it's literally like, you hear that? Down like a long dark hallway. And it's super loose. There we go. Perfect. Come on. Okay, so the screw is fully loose, and you can see just by doing that it's not really attached to the door panel anymore. So we're just going to leave it in there. Now we're going to go ahead and do the bottom screw. And that's a lot easier to see. And it's not quite at an angle. Yeah, so when you hear something that sounds like a crack, that means it's disengaging. And this one did actually come out, so I can show you what it looks like. Come on. So it's sometimes it gets hung up. Oh, where's my magnetic tool? Thank you. Oh, cool. Okay, that's just breaking stuff. There we go. So that's what that guy looks like. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now we have this clip right here. So normally you would have to pry a little bit, but it looks like someone's already been back here, and it looks like it's already super loose. So I'm just going to come in, grab it with my fingers, and yank it out. Okay, so this next screw is super awkward. Can you take a wild guess where it is? Nah, it's right behind the door handle. So basically you have to reach up with your hand like that, and it's literally right there. So... and again, be very careful. You don't want to scratch any of these panels. There we go. And it is also already super loose. So I wonder if, oops. There it is. Yeah, beautiful. The screw is out. Okay, so this next thing to do is a little fiddly. We're basically taking off the door handle cup. I guess that's what it's called, is the cup. So first what we're going to do is kind of pull out a little bit, slide it forward to get it off of the lock button, and then this we're going to twist up, and so it slips right off like that. Yay! Okay, so now we're going to discuss taking off the door panel itself. Sometimes these are super brittle and you have to be careful because you do not want to crack this door panel. If you can find them, I would imagine they'd be very expensive now. And sometimes they've never been apart. And so you just have to give them a really hard, good, sharp tug to get them off the clips. And so we're going to be super careful and pull it off right now. So what I like to do is start over here because it seemed that it was kind of, let's see, good to go. So we're going to, yeah, you see that? That's one sharp tug. And then I'm going to come up here because there's another one. There we go. And actually I got the bottom as well. That's kind of cool. So it's good to reach underneath, get your fingers in the crack, and then sharp tug. Just like that. And it sounds like super crazy. So, okay. So now we've got a swinger. I'm going to show you what to do next. Okay, now we're ready to take the door panel off. We're not going to take it off all the way quite yet because there's still wiring from the speakers attached to it inside the actual door panel. But for now, I'm just going to show you how to actually take this part off. Okay, so you can see we've got a swinger right here. On the other side, I'm going to come around so you guys can see. It still kind of slides under this little window part. I call it like the shark window, you know, when it kind of goes up. But we are going to avoid that. So first thing we're going to do is come along here, swing this, kind of move it back a little bit, and that's how easy. And so you can see the speaker wire. We're going to take care of that next. Let's take care of that speaker wire, shall we? So this is aftermarket speaker wire. We are not actually going to be using the same wire, so I know this is going to hurt some of you, but I'm going to cut this right here. So that's done. And this, I am actually just going to take out the clip right here. So there's a button and it slides. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside. And remember, you always want to put it upholstery side up. So the problem with collecting these SH boxes and buying used cars, you never know what you're going to get. We found a couple of items with this car that were like, come check them out. Okay, digging in here. You guys need any wood for a fireplace? For some reason there's a 2x4 in here. Why is there a 2x4? I don't know. Ballast? Again, I don't know. There's some janky wire, obviously needs to come out. This is just funky right here. We've got a loose screw, which doesn't even fit the hole. You can see it's like, yeah, let's move on. Oh my gosh. Oh, coming back over here, ignore the wood for a second. This is for the crossover. I had this knock in my car and now I'm actually relieved to find out it wasn't the motor that was making that rattle. But yeah, and over here, I mean, obviously this is not wired up to our standards. So it looks like we're playing with this a little bit more than we thought. But again, you never know what surprises you're going to get in a used car. She's still a great car. I'm still happy I have her, but a little more work to be done. Okay guys, so this is basically how we're troubleshooting. So, oh, and this is also the reason why we decided to look into the window anyway, because you can see it's like not happy. Okay, so I'm going to roll it up just a bit because the window was actually sitting on the wood. So now I can take the wood out. And I think what we're actually going to have to do is like fire burn S2K in it and hang it somewhere in the warehouse because I've literally never come across this. Hilarious. Okay guys, let's move on. You want to go play fetch? Okay, when you start projects like this, you think they're going to be super easy until you dive into them and you realize there's more than meets the eye. Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened here. So we're gonna have to do a part two. But before we do part two, behind the scenes, obviously the window is seriously misaligned. And so we're gonna pull the window regulator, we're gonna re-grease it, we're gonna clean it up really well, we're gonna get rid of all this janky wiring, and obviously take poly brakes. So until then, you guys, thank you so much for watching this R&D Garage video. I hope you're enjoying this. I love working on my Blueberry. I hope you're enjoying all the shorts that I'm showing you. Stay tuned because there's more coming. We saw some really cool cars today at the Vault Auto Show in Berkeley. And above all, have fun with your car. I know I am. Take care, you guys.